guys, today I'm going to show you different types of stoves. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I had to hunt them all down. They were all different places in the van. Some in the back for easy access if I'm outside, or some up front where I can store them. So the first things I'm going to go over are the backpacking stoves that I have, and I'm also going to show you something really cool here. But right now we're going to do the backpacking stoves. I'm going to try to make this a fast one so you're not wasting all day, all time, all on me. Okay, this is a Toaks, which is a titanium little pot that you can use backpacking. And let's see if it says how much is it. Might say on the inside how big it is. I can't see, it's dark in here. I got my Lucy light here. Maybe I'll try to turn that on. Okay, it's on. I really don't see, there's nothing on here that tells me how big it is. I just know it fits this gas canister, is what you use for your backpacking stoves. And this is the one that is a BSR stove. And a lot of people, like I said, you use these backpacking, or you can use them if you just want to heat up water, make coffee or tea or something. It basically, these little arms swing around like this and this. And, okay, you got to go with first. This way and this way. So here it is. And then your little pot will sit right on top of it. Now, you want to be level, and you also want stability. That's one reason why I use the little jugs here. Now this one I got at REI, I believe. I don't remember, but I think it was REI, and it was $4.95 for this, and it lasts a pretty long time if you're just making tea or coffee or something. And that, as you see, fits in there great. Then I got this little Sea to Summit cup. Found this at Goodwill, and it holds a little cup of coffee or whatever, and it just pops back down. And look, it goes right down in there in your little pot too. And then this, as you've seen, folds up like this. I'd start it up, but I'm in the van and it's cold and windy outside. I don't really want to do that. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I've cooked in my van before, but it was a mistake because it smelled like cooked food for 3 days. Again, it was cold outside and I couldn't air it out or anything. But it comes in this little bag. Okay, get back down there, you little sucker. I mean, look, it weighs ounces. It weighs nothing. So if you're going to maybe go out in the woods for a little hike, and you can take a backpacking meal with you and some water. This goes right back in the little bag, and it goes right on top of everything else in here. Now it's got a lid that pops on, and then this one I have a little baggie for it. It came with it. Some of them don't come with it, but I looked when I did buy that off of eBay actually, and it was really cheap. Back in the day they were a lot cheaper than they are now. For some reason the titanium Toaks pots and pans and things are expensive. So that's one way for a quick hot chocolate in the morning or coffee, and you don't want to cook a whole meal and you just want to heat up some water. And yeah, I could put it right here on this and heat it up, but I got you guys there, so I can't do that. Then my other little stove that I got, which is more stable, and you could use this backpacking. I should have shown you this, but this is the little doohickey. I think I have some, let me see, I think I got some gas right here besides that one I already put up. I just got to move some of my junk around. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is a bigger canister than that one that fits in there. So you just take this and see how it makes like a little stand. And then this will hook into, depending on, it pops right on. and it's stable. That thing, yeah, I could start up a stove. I wouldn't feel bad about starting. It fits on the other one too, but this is really stable here. I mean, look, you can see it's popped on there. It ain't coming off. And see, I can't even get it off here now. There we go. It also takes a smaller canister. I think you can use this like to set your butane on if you're because they make a butane stove also that would just pops on or something. I don't have one. I have stoves, too many stoves. But anyway, this, and then you pop this on there. Let me get it back on there. Come on, work with me here. I personally like to have a way to keep it stable. But anyway, you got that. And then this screws on to your little propane tank. And as you can see, it's more stable because it has more surface area to put that tokes on if you want. The only reason why I don't use this with this most of the time is because everything will fit into this little package. And this, like I said, here I'll take the lid off of this because I haven't even opened up this propane yet. I don't even know if I can get it off. My hands are so cold. Okay, now you take your little propane. You see how it's got the little nipple there? And this basically, I'll have to sit it down to do this because it needs to be sitting for me to do. My hands are just not in a good place right now with the arthritis. Okay, here we go. Now you can see it screwed. See, the gas is coming out. So that screws on there like that. And I can smell the propane. That little bit stinks it up in here. If you ever smell propane, you'll never forget it because it smells horrible. If I was outside, I'd light her up for you. But like I said, I don't want to light nothing inside my van. But this comes off. Lid, I put the lid back on the propane. I always do that for safety reasons. And I've got 3 sizes. I got the tiny, the mid-size, and then they make a bigger one that's about this big. But anyway, most people, if you're doing a long distance hike, which I've never done that, I've never went super far because of my heart and stuff like that. And I hate to jump off the stove kick, but I'm going to show you something that I use that'll hook to your backpack. You can send an SOS via satellite. Or you can contact your family, like if you're out in the woods, let's say, and you don't have a cell signal, but you don't need a cell signal for this. And I'm going to show this to you. This little doodad here is called a Zoleo. Now I had to buy this part, was extra. This costs extra money. And I put it, if I'm in my van and I need to make a message to whoever, my kids or whoever's involved. I take this and I put it up. You have to charge it. You have to have a plan with this. Now there's several different plans starting, I believe, at $29.99, and they go all the way up to $59.99. And the $59.99 one is unlimited. And when I went to South Dakota and Wyoming a couple years ago, I used this. I used it when I went to Clearwater Lake in Missouri, down in Piedmont. No cell signal whatsoever. But this, it was raining that day and thundering and dark, and this thing went through all that and still was able to send a signal. Now, I don't know how I did this. I had that one. I had that one for my backpack. Somehow, dumb me, couldn't find it, and I thought, I was sure somebody stole it. But apparently they didn't, because I have a number 2 here. They're $199 new. I've only used this one for 1 trip, or 2 trips. That one I don't even think I've used yet. So it doesn't come, you can do, this is how you clip it on your backpack with a carabiner. It comes with a carabiner. And if you're interested, if anybody's interested in it, I mean, there are $200 on Amazon. I'd sell it to somebody fairly cheap because I'm actually trying to save for a trip. So I'd take off $40 and sell it for $150. But I really want to keep the case, so all you would get would be the carabiner and this, and then you'd have to go in and the kit for it, for, you know, to put it up on your, actually, do I have another kit? Oh crap. Okay, it will come with the kit. So with the kit, because the kits are $50, and I have another kit already on my window up there. I'll show you how I got it mounted, if you can see it, because I'm not really good at doing this. But if you look up there, you can see where it's mounted. I would sell this to the kit, you know, the stand. This thing's metal, it's not plastic. So I would sell this with the kit, without the container though, because I really want to keep that. I'd sell those two pieces for $150. It's saving you $100 if you want one. If you travel out where there's no cell service or anything, I mean, it's safety reasons. Plus, there's an SOS on there. When you pay your subscription, anything that happens to you, when I go to the bathroom, I take and clip it to me because I'm not stable on my feet. If I'm in a rural place where I have to either go out and dig a cat hole or whatever, because I did fall one time down a hill 16 feet, broke my ankle, pretty much shattered it, had to be drug up an embankment, and I didn't have that. I couldn't call anybody. I didn't have cell service, but luckily there's someone there to pull me up. So with your subscription, you got access. See, if you see here, it says SOS, and you lift this up. There's your SOS button. You hit that, they'll start tracking where you're at, and I believe they can, because you can text from here on your phone, and they will text you back, and you can say, okay, I'm having heart problems, or I've fallen, I can't get up, I broke my leg, or I broke my arm, or I've just been bitten by a snake, whatever. It doesn't happen very often, by the way. Very seldom do I have ever heard anybody getting bit by a snake. But anyway, you can use this as an SOS. It's just almost exactly like a Garmin InReach, but there's no screen on it. It links to your phone. And that's how, if I don't have my plan going right now, I canceled it because I haven't been going anywhere, and why pay $60 a month for it? So anyway, yeah, it's a kit, metal kit. It's not plastic. These are plastic. The stand has got this suction cup on here, where you can adjust it however you want it. I had mine like this, or like this. What do you like? Like this, like this. So this would be reaching out through the thing. It works better. Excuse me. It works better if you have like a clear. It works in the woods, obviously. But it works better if you're in a clear area for the satellite to pick it up. I don't know where the satellite's located at, but I think they're usually this direction, which would be south, not north. So you could do it that way. I mean, but it will pick up anywhere. I was in the middle of a forest texting when I went camping in Clearwater Lake in Piedmont, Missouri, and it worked. It worked fine. The person that you are communicating with has to have the Zoleo app on their cell phone. You have to have the Zoleo app on your cell phone. Anyway, I just wanted to show that. So if anybody is interested, I have an extra Zoleo and an extra kit stand that goes with it. I just don't have this. This came I don't remember when I got the second one that it came with one. I think I bought I bought separate too, because I wanted to protect it, and obviously I protected it so good I couldn't find it. Anyway, back to the stoves. That's the end of that subject. I have one of these stoves, which I know you all have seen this. This is a gas one stove. Works extremely well. I don't have a lot of room here. I got too many pillows. And I got a stuffed bear up here. Okay, so here is, it could be butane or LP gas one stove. I've used this in my van. It doesn't put off any odor or anything except for the food that you're cooking. And what you do is, this comes off like this, and you flip it over. And there you have, now you can see, and it's a little greasy because what I cooked was, I was going to cook for you guys. I was going to grill. I went and actually bought a steak. I was all excited about it because I'd been craving beef, and, you know, canned chicken gets a little old. So, anyway, I didn't get to, so I ended up cooking it in here, and then my phone didn't record for you guys, so it was kind of bad. But anyways, you can see I've got the fuel in there. It just pops in, and you have to click this down, this little lever. You push that down and it connects to your butane. This is very safe, very, very safe. I like this stove, but I seen something on Shein and I thought, oh, I want to try that out just to see what it, because it was cute. And it's this little stove. Let me get this put back. If you have any questions about any of these things, feel free to ask me. I had to turn it around. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean this a little better with some Dawn or something, because that day it was so windy and cold. I couldn't even, is it in there? Yeah, I couldn't. And then it just goes back in your case like this. And then it's got these two little things that you push out, and it locks it in place. Works great. I've cooked several things on it. Soup, bacon, hot dogs and baked beans with some barbecue sauce. My Sweet Baby Ray's is my favorite barbecue sauce. Best barbecue sauce, I feel. Better than the Mall's here in Missouri, because Mall's is, I believe, is made here in St. Louis or somewhere. Okay, this stove, it's called a mini cartridge stove. And I got it off of Temu. And I'll show you why I got it off. Whoops, it's coming apart on me. It's got a little, this is the little stand that goes on top where the pot goes. There. Okay, pull it out. It's basically the same thing. It's a butane stove. The reason why I got it, I know it's silly, but in case, I'm really weird about worrying about, and this is, I guess it has to do with my background. I get nervous about not being able to do something. Like, for instance, this is crazy too. I mean, I carry a neck knife. I've got bear spray. I've got, what else do I got in here? I got some other stuff to protect my regular knives too. To protect myself, plus I have one of those. I carry all that stuff with me. Not that I'm afraid, because I've never actually been afraid, no matter where I've been. I've never been afraid, but my motto is to be safe than sorry, and that's why I have 2 backpacking stoves, basically, which those are for convenience. But I have this, and here's where that goes in. That's where your butane goes in, and then I believe you push it on. I haven't tried this one yet, so we'll be trying it together at a later date. It's too cold for me to cook outside, but anyway. And then it's got this where you can sit your pot on there. Let's see if this would work. Yeah, I mean, it would. This really wouldn't work because it's too little. But I have another set of I've got a regular set of pots and pans that I use on the other stove, and I'm going to show you what I use on these 2 stoves, and it'll work perfect on here. I have a little titanium teapot That way, when it's banging around in my cabinet, it's not going to get broke. I have a little pot and pan set made out of titanium, which I'll show you. But this stove, I guess I haven't used it. I've read the directions. I don't see anywhere like on the gas one where you got to push it down for it to connect. I'm not seeing that on here, but like I said, I haven't even opened the booklet yet. But I like the little color, and if I really had to, like the gas one, I could sit down here on the floor. I've got a table back here that folds out that's like a lap table. It's metal that I could sit this on and cook on if I had to. But anyway, that is that. There's nothing else that comes in the bag. It comes in a bag like this, and you just it's if for somebody that doesn't want more than one stove, if this thing works right, and I can't get a link to it, so just on Shein or even on probably on Temu. I mean, it's Chinese made, so who knows if it's even gonna frickin' work. You know how that goes. Just type in mini propane stove, or not propane, butane stove, because you can't use propane, it's only butane. The other one, the gas one, you can use propane and butane. The two little stoves, you can only use propane, or the mixed gas, whatever it is. The MSR, let's see what it's called. It's MSR ISOPRO. Let's get a look. This one, I don't have a price on it, but I know I got this at REI too. That's where I usually get all my gas, except for my butane. I've either ordered it off of Amazon or Walmart. They carry it at REI, but REI is a little more expensive. Now, you can get the taller propane bottles at Walmart, pretty cheap. I've got some of them. I don't carry those with me. But anyway. Now I'll show you the little cooking. I gotta check on myself over here because I forgot to bring it over here with me. Don't look at the mess behind me in case you see it. It's a disaster here right now because I was digging around looking for stoves and Zolios. Hopefully I won't trip and fall here. Okay. This is a little cooking kit. I used this before for, I don't know exactly what I used it for. Actually, some of it's still got the plastic wrap on it. Oh no, it's not the pot, it's the little, see, it comes like this, and it's still got plastic on it because I haven't used all of it yet. Got this, I haven't used this one, but it's a little, and it's titanium. It's super light, it's durable, it's got these two covered handles. So I mean, if you were going to cook like a burger or something, I mean, if you're outside camping, not living in town, or if you can go to a park and cook, you know, you could do that with this, and it just folds up like that. I wish I knew where my teapot was. It's so cute. It's about this big. It's enough for like 1 cup. And then it comes with this, another smaller pan. Same basic idea. Got that. Came with a little paddle. Don't ask me why. It looks like a rice paddle to me. I've never used it. I just keep it in there for an in-case thing. Came with a piece of loofah. A loofah sponge. I don't know, I guess you all know what these are. A loofah is actually grown on a vine, and it looks like a big zucchini. And then you hang them and dry them, and then when it gets dry, you shred off the outside, and then you can cut it into your size. And then there's seeds in these holes, and you clean those seeds out. You can save them, replant them. Anyway, this came with it, so I guess this is from China too, because I'm sure that's where all this came from. It's got 3 little measuring cups that came with it. I don't know if they're for measuring or drinking out of. Let's look. No, don't say anything on it except polypropylene, recyclable. It's plastic, so I guess you could drink out of it if you wanted to. And I'm not quite sure why this is like this. This is a little This, to me, is a little strange, but I don't know how, oh, I don't know. If you all have any ideas what this thing does, I would think it would, oh, it's supposed to turn out. It's in the holes. There we go. There's what it does. Don't ask me. I don't know. Maybe it's if you're making poached egg. Put your egg in there and then slowly put it in the hot water. I don't eat poached eggs. Never have. Never tried it. But anyway, that's... And here I'm already... You can tell that it's made in China because I'm already tearing it up and I haven't even used it. But it was... This whole kit, I think, was like $29.99. There we go. And it doesn't want to pop out of there. Like, oh, you dummy me. You got to squeeze it. There, that shows you. It takes a while for my brain to work correctly. Okay. Anyway, so then it's got two more little pots with it that have handles on them that you could cook soup on. And then it's got this big one. Now you could probably, for one person, you could probably fix you some spaghetti in here. You know, you could fry the meat up first, add the sauce, and hopefully have, well, they sell those already pre-made noodles. This is getting long again. Sell those already pre-made noodles at Dollar Tree. They got like 3 different kinds of pasta. They're already cooked. So you could actually use that, open it up. It's for the microwave, but you don't need a microwave. You just cook your hamburger, put your sauce in there, and throw that in there. The hamburger, probably half a pound, not a whole pound would be good for this. Maybe even a quarter of a pound. So really you could fix you a spaghetti meal for, because they sell sauce at Dollar Tree too, and they sell Parmesan cheese if you really want some. Probably, I would say $4, and you'd have hamburger left over for your next meal. Well, you know, if you want to make a small, and you could still have some left over because I don't eat that much pasta. But anyway, if I could, I'll show you on this stove, and this will work actually on this bigger stove I showed you, that one that screws on top of the propane. This is the one that was round and kind of big. Not the little bitty back camping stove. But look, it'll fit on there just fine. So I kind of got that for like if because I want to go to South Dakota this year. I want to try to stay out there because last time I got to sleep with the buffalo. I know that sounds crazy. You slept with buffalo? Didn't actually sleep with them. I slept around them. I carry a tent with me too. Just in case I feel like being in a tent. And see if I get this back together right, because I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy running my mouth. God knows I need to learn how to shut up once in a while. But this goes on here. It's supposed to go on there like that, and then it goes back in this. It's got a bag too, just like the other one, so you keep it together. If I knew where my teapot was, it's in the mess that I call my kitchen closet or my pantry over there, so I won't be getting it out because I can't find it right now. People say I'm unorganized. I'm an unorganized mess that I kind of know where everything's at. But anyway, some of these things I can try to link. It's usually like in the first comment. I'll try to put them in there so you can find them. Let's see, it's like a little mess kit, sort of, and it's got everything you need. I found Mina's Happy Life showed these pots and pans that got the handle. They're made by Capote, I think's the name of them. And they click on, it's got a little handle, it clicks on all the pots so you can stack them all together. It takes up less room and you don't have that handle out there doing its thing. So she got me seeing those, and I went and I bought them after she bought hers. And they are phenomenal because they are non-stick. You could put a little butter in there, olive oil, avocado oil, and cook, you know, and it will not stick. They are awesome. I love them to death. But anyway, that's my video for today. No crazy stories about the stupid stuff that I've done in my life today. It's all about the stoves and the little ways to cook and the Zoleo. Like I said, if you're interested in the Zoleo, let me know. We can get together. I think Let's see. I'm trying to think what my email address is. I think it may be listed. It's adventurebythemile@gmail.com or outlook.com. See, I can't remember. It's at one of the two. But either way, somehow we'll find each other. Even if you make a comment in the bottom or something, somehow. I live in Missouri, so there will be shipping charges, which now you know how expensive it is to ship, but I'll have a tracking number and I'll put insurance on it so that if something, God forbid, because I will tell you a quick story. I had a gift card from Walmart and I ordered some leggings. Took them 12 days and I thought they would be there, so I got home on Saturday after going out and taking a drive. Picked it up and I'm like, something ain't right here. Something's screwy. I didn't even look at the label on it. It was real heavy. And leggings, all the girls out there know, them things are not heavy. I opened it up and it was protein lattes. And it was some guy 3 or 4 blocks away from where I live. I don't know where my package is, so I called Walmart and 1-800-Walmart. And you know what? Easiest thing to do to deal with them. They actually refunded my money and told me to keep the product, but I'm not. I'm loading it up tonight and I'm going to find the guy's address. It's 3 blocks away and I'm going to do FedEx's job because FedEx is the one that screwed it up. Bad FedEx, bad. I'm done with them. I didn't pick to send it that way. They picked to send it that way from Walmart. But anyway, that's my story for the day. And this little shirt, it's got little, I don't know what you call them little balls on here, but I got this out at thrift store outside of town, $1. And look, it's, what is it, North Face? Yeah, the North Face for $1, and it's really warm. It's got a little hood on it too, but for $1, you can't beat $1, can you? No, not for $1. I needed one of those, what are they called? Not flannel, it's that fuzzy material that's real warm. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Looks like it's going to be over 30-minute long video again. But you know who I am, you know how I roll, and you know I'm not going to do any kind of alterations to this. So you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Don't know what the next video is going to be because it's too cold to go do anything outside for me. This arthritis is killing me. So anyway, have a great day. Bye.